Hello and welcome to Learning Excel 2016. My name is Mike Henry and this is the second video from Chapter 3. In this video we're going to start talking about cell references. Now we've already talked about a relative reference before. We're going to go back through what a relative reference is again. And then we're going to get into an absolute reference and what the difference is between these two references and why they're so important to us. So you can see that we have two columns of numbers here, and we're just going to do a basic math between these two columns. So right here in C1, I'm going to do just a basic math formula, and I'm going to take A1 and I'm going to multiply that times B1. And that gives me my answer of 100 there. And then I'm just going to take this formula and I'm going to use the autofill and bring this right down. So you can see that we have our math formulas and they're all working, and we learned this concept before. We learned this concept as the relative reference, and I'm going to do a control tilde so we can see the formula mode here. And to remind ourselves, the relative reference means I will change my formula relative to where I am. So in this case, when I'm in this first row right here, I'm using A1 times B1. Okay, so when I move the formula down one row, you see that the A stays the same because I'm still in the A column, but the row changed to 2. Just like the B stayed the same because I'm in the same column, but the 1 changed to a 2. So it's relative. So relative to the row I'm in, I will change my numbering scheme. So we call this a relative reference. Now what I want to show you is a new function here. Let me go back here. And let's say we just wanted to multiply a column of numbers by one number here. So we're going to put our number right here, 20. Now I want to multiply everything in this by 20. Well, actually what I want to do is multiply everything in here by whatever is in this cell. Okay? So you go, that's pretty easy, Mike. I write a formula that says take this and multiply it times this. And you go, that works great for me. And there it is. I prove I can do it. And then when I go to copy this down with an autofill, you can see this is where the problem comes in. Now I'm getting 0. Clearly 550 times 20 should not be 0. But let's go take a look behind the scenes. And you can see that what happened is our formulas are moving down. So it's going from G2 to G3 to G4. Now, if we had done the 20 and taken the 20 and copied it all the way down like this, it would work just fine. But we don't want to copy the 20 all the way down. Let me hit a quick undo here. Instead, we want to put the number in once, one time only, and then no matter where it's used in any of these spreadsheets, it will always go back to the cell G1 to find the number that we want in there. So we need this to be what we call an absolute reference. An absolute reference means you always go back to the same cell, this cell. So what I'm going to do is take out these formulas here, and we need to take G1 and turn that into an absolute reference. And the way we turn that into an absolute reference is right here in front of the G I put a $sign. And right here in front of the 1 I put a $sign. So now when I copy this down, the $signs say do not change. And you can see it goes from G1 to G1 to G1 to G1 to G1. Basically those $signs say if you copy me or you autofill me, you're not allowed to change this. So we only use absolute references when we're going to be copying and pasting or autofilling this formula. Let me do my quick control tilde here, and you can see now this works perfect. If this were to change suddenly to the number 10, you can see all of my formulas instantly are changed based on this. So this is called an absolute reference versus our relative reference. So in this video we learned about cell references. We talked about a relative reference. Relative meaning I will change my formula if you copy and paste me or autofill me based on which column or which row I'm in. And then we looked at the absolute reference. Absolute reference means I will not change. I will always stay pointed back to one particular cell. And we decided the way to do that was using dollar signs. If we put the dollar sign in front of the G and the 1, it meant that when I copied and pasted or autofilled that formula, it would always still point back to G1. So it was absolute, an absolute reference. Hang on, because in the next video we're going to learn how to do some mixed references using the same concepts we just learned.